Hello everyone, welcome back to Pentiment. I forgot the freaking name of the freaking game. We just had a little chat with Otto, and he appears to have the head of a saint. Literally. Somehow. It's fine. Sure, it's fine. Let's continue exploring the town before we go have dinner with the goodman, shall we? Say hi to all the lovely people that we haven't seen in 7 years. Oh my god, that's Anna, and that's my hat! Oh my god, Anna still has my hat! That is so adorable! Hello, Master Andres. God bless you, Andres. I'm thankful you returned to testing after so long. I prayed so fondly for you after you left. Don't regret. I kept testing in my prayers as well. It's very kind of you, shouldn't be bothered, I've done well for myself, but testing. I hope your prayers upset the abbot. He's not as fond as me as the rest of testing. Make regret. I have kept testing in my prayers as well. Though it doesn't seem to have done much good. Ah, that's right, you were at Otto's speech earlier. Yes, testing's peasants are struggling, and now even we townfolk are pinched by the abbot's new restrictions. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business. What Colonel is doing in testing is wrong, and Otto is standing up to him. You disagree with Lord? You're right to be worried. Otto's protests look like the start of a revolt. What Colonel is doing is testing is wrong, and Otto is standing up to him. That's what Ulrich says too. I love my husband, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I am not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I've accepted, but now we can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andres? Of course, great, but can't promise I'll change his mind. God bless you, Andres, that's all I ask. Anna, give me my hat back! Now you can keep it. Hey, what's in the north town? Susan, you? The rat house construction is going smoothly. I wonder if they'll finish before winter. Stolt's house. Werner, this is the doctor, isn't it? Hello, Andres. It does appear to be not a hospital, but close enough. Who are you? Salutations, you must be that wonderful artist, no? Master Andreas Mahler, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Balthazar Isenkopf, at your service. Call me Balthas, please. It's much more familiar. Pleasure, Balthas. Have you been testing long? Oh, just a few seasons. My cart broke down and I found the place so charming I decided to stay. I enjoy the quiet, but I must say I do miss the company of other intellectuals. Usually that good Dr. Stoltz and I whittle the hours away in the evenings. So naturally, when I heard a well-known artist had returned, I was beside myself. Always pleased to meet like-minded individual. What do you do? I'm an inventor of sorts. Really? What do you make? All sorts of things, young man. Mechanical clocks of all sizes, metal mice that skitter about, even light without flame. Truly impressive. Thank you, Andreas. I knew a fellow artist, such as yourself, would appreciate my work. Ah well, I'd best get back to it. You know how it is for us few called to higher art. Good luck, Balthus. Until then. So, new people Here in the fantastic essence lot, we have much windward naturally growing head by patch nurture. Okay, that's the red house. What else? Say to Lucky's wife before we talk to Lucky. Oh, Andreas, how good it is to see you again. And who's this? Hello, Agnes. This is my assistant, Casper. Hello. What a hale-looking boy. And you, Andreas, you look very well. Why are you back in Tessing? Keep paying respects to Piero. Oh, of course, I'm sure the brothers appreciated that. Last few years have been difficult for everyone. We're lost so many. Yes, I heard Bert and Marie had passed. Tragic. Yes, poor Klaus. I hope you stopped in to talk to him. He sent you letters. Ah, yes. Anyway, I won't burden you with all the Tassing's troubles. It's been good to see you again, Andreas. Until later. Until then. Ah, it's good that they actually like me now. Hey, Lucky, who are the two innocents? Andreas, not who I wanted to see. Ah, Lucky, as pleasant as always. God has it out for me. Perhaps God is trying to send you a message of forgiveness. Not good for the soul to hold a grudge. You still talk too much. Could even hold back to the Archdeacon running her mouth. I owed it to the law not to speak falsehoods in front of a judicator. Should have been besmirched my integrity. I had to give a truthful testimony of what I had learned. Don't think at all what happens after, eh? Good thing the Archdeacon knew how to weigh all the evidence. Turns out the pride's just as corrupt as regular folks. He was an asshole, so the end doesn't surprise me. I can't believe he was right. I'm not surprised. They didn't kill me, but you tainted my name. Folks whispering, what if they got the wrong person? Could have been the Mason after all. Sorry, Lucky, that was not my intent. So, your wife actually likes me now. But you hate me more than ever. Fantastic. It was not my intent. Apologies don't bring reputation, does. At least must have decency only to whisper, unlike that shit Mueller. So no, I don't like seeing you here, Master Mahler. I won't be dancing for too long. I can only apologize again. I have a little less to give. Yeah. Well, that won't make us all friendly. Keep your distance, alright? Now get lost. Yeah, nice to see you too. Okay. We could actually go inside the church. Nice. Dad asked us who came here a few years ago, around the time of the murder. Yes, I'm Andreas Marlowe. I came to pay my respects to Brother Pierre, the Abbey. One of the monks. I'm not too fond of the Holy Brothers or Sisters, one of them. You work for Father Thomas. Work for? I'm his slave. I clean this damn church, and I keep the house, and I keep his house, so I have a roof over my head. Around the time the Baron was murdered, I lost my home. That bastard, the abbot, took it from me. Now I have to rely on the charity of the church. I hate the church as much as the abbey. I wish there were the hell so I could send a lot of the holy men there. Surprised Father Thomas lets you stay here. He thinks he can save me. I let him keep believing that, as long as he keeps a roof over my head. Alright, well, I'll see you later. Bye. Cheery disposition, but I can't blame her. This must be the labyrinth the church is named after. Interesting. The anchoress isn't there, so maybe she died? She was suffering from some kind of illness, so... Hello, Elsa. Bless you, Master Mauer. Damn, kid got big. Pet the doggo. Hello, Master Mauer. Oh, you're alright. I don't think we spoke last time I was in Tassing. Yeah, I was just a kid then. How are you doing? I'm alright. Dad keeps talking about his new hunting rifle. It scares me. They're brutish weapons, deadly when handled by any experienced human hunting. Firearms are just tools. There's no reason to be afraid of them. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the gun, Master Mauer. Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes that gets really mad. Are you scared you might use it? I don't know. I hope not. I need to go. Forget I said anything, Master Mauer, please. Until later. Until then. Poor kid. And... that ain't a rifle. Is that a wheel lock? That looks like a wheel lock. Cool. But I seriously doubt that's a rifle. Andreas, welcome back to Tassing. Hello, Leonard. How's the mill? Sturdy as ever, just like me. You look well. Not stuck with the Gurners this time, eh? They're lovely people. I didn't want to burden them. I'll only be here a few days. Whatever you say. You have such a curious fascination with peasants. Probably because you don't have to deal with them as often as the rest of us. Anyway, you should come by sometime. I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. Good day, Andreas. Good day. But yeah, that's way more likely to be a smooth bore than a rifle, given the time frame of the game. I'm not sure rifles were that common, if at all, if they were used at all. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure when rifles were invented, but I'm not sure during the time frame of this game that would be a rifle. If rifling had been invented already, it would still not be very common. It wouldn't be very common until a couple hundred years after this. Andreas Mahler. Hello, cat. Well, would you look at that? You're back in Tassing. And look at you, you've done well for yourself. And who's this? Cat, please meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do. What brings you back to Tassing, Andreas? Just passing through on the way back to Nuremberg. How have you been, Cat? You seem well. I saw Martin earlier. I must say I was surprised to see him. That's right, he disappeared when you were last in town. Friends passed a few winters ago. Then Wolf, Vegeta, and I nearly lost the farm. Wolf was a little kid. Yeah, it's sad. Damn. And our minds. But Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man, a good man. He saved us from destitution. But that bug going through the... for a second, I thought that that bug going through the bottom of the screen was real, and I had to... And I tried to swat it off my my screen. Of course, the Abbey would have seized your land. I remember who Wolf was. I'm so sorry, Cat. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. There's nothing to say, is there? He was a good boy, a sweet, good little boy. The stars dimmed when he passed. But that was years ago now. I try not to dwell on it. To be strong for Vegeta and to find solace in the knowledge he is with God now. Times may be hard and taxing right now, but God truly does answer our prayers. I'm glad you and your family are well, Cat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. It truly is good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times. Until later, Cat. Until then. Hello, Martin. Andreas Smollett. Good to see you again, after all these years. Surprised you'd say that. Your partner watched me back then and were hardly kind. Were they? It's been so long, I don't remember. You told me to eat shit. Oh, God, that's bad. I was such a little shit. Well, sorry for being such an asshole back then. It seems like you've learned a lot since then. 7 years is a long time for a young man, especially when going through what I was. What happened to you, anyway? Oh, right. You know, I sold some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in where? In Walgau, and I got robbed. Serves me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around the fair for another month and a half. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. You're a bandit? Hard to believe, I know, but yes. Anyway, it didn't last long. I eventually got scared out of it. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George. The 2nd century Praetorian Guard and patron saint of England, he is most well known for his legendary victory against the dragon. They were soldiers guarding money from the Bank of St. George in Genoa. Exactly. I learned that later. My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded and alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Brigida. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibilities I had left behind. Was coming back difficult? It was. I felt like I had stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. Just need to look forward. It's quite a speech you gave back at the Commons. He needs support. The townsfolk aren't just committed to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andres. Right, till later. Hello, Andres. Hello, Vegeta. How are you? As well as anyone can be in testing right now. Looks like things are going well for you. Martin returned after. Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. I lost Little Wolf, and Cat was worried that she'd lose the farm after friends died. When Martin returned, and he's provided well for us ever since. It's Despite the tightening restrictions, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. I'm sorry to hear about Wolf. Thank you. It's... I try not to think about it. Not regretfully. Cat wants to talk about him all the time, you know. Any night there's clear sky, she looks up and asks if I ever wonder how he is up there. That must be excruciating. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm sorry I brought him up. What you did? Ah, there was a thought there. You didn't know. It's alright. It's been good to see you again, but I should be going until later. Till then. The house is still here, but... Here are the bowers. Oh, Andrea. Hans got big. Hey, Andreas. Heard the room here. Oh, Hans. Casper, my apprentice. Hello. Oh, are you from Nuremberg, like Andreas? I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far, I think. A few days to the east, so on horseback. Never been outside of Tassing. Or within a horse. You should know this place where you're in shithole. Tassing's a wonderful place to live. Yes, some of the men in town say it would be better if the abbey weren't around. And you have to contend with the lore, that's hardly better. They might be right about that. What do you think? There are worse things than Gernot. There were worse things in this world than Father Gernot's taxes house. You might be right about that. What do you think? I don't know. It would be nice to have a change. Be careful what you wish for. Changes must come peacefully in the Empire. I guess. We'll see. Until then, Hans. Johann. Andreas Mahler. I expect to ever see you back in Tassing. You look like you've done well for yourself. Thanks. How have you been? Things went well for a while after you left. Widow Kemperin lost her land and the abbot let us work. My brother's heart gave out not long after, but then Martin came back to help work the land. Even so, it's been hard to keep up with the abbot's demands, taxes and everything else. It's like a lot of people are upset with the abbot these days. They have good reason to be. I know you didn't get well with the man either. Father Matthias never let things get this bad. Anyway, good to see you, Andreas, even if you are just passing through. See you later. And out to have dinner with the gardeners. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Care to join? I'll be back. I want to talk to people first. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Hey, Ursula. Hello. Hey, Ursula, do you remember me? No. Should I? Oh. Ursula, you're breaking my heart here. I suppose you wouldn't recognize me. You used to poke me in the foot with a stick to wake me up. I did? You did. I stayed in the room upstairs. I kind of remember that. I think you told me a story once. Mom and Dad sometimes talk about you. So you went away for more training. What was that like? Well, when I was in Krakow, I learned a new printing technique. No, not about the art, Andreas, it's about your travels. So you do remember my name. Alright, alright. The city's market square is almost bigger than Tassing, and always full of merchants from all over the continent. There are even plans to build a tower near the church in the square. Like the one Balta says he wants to make? Maybe. Must be a huge city if the market is bigger than Tassing. I wish I could see it. Maybe you will one day. That says we're lucky to make it through the winter, but I think he's exaggerating. Damn. It's... Don't you... Game, don't you fucking dare make Ursula sick. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Persta and the Wild Hunt? In German folklore, the Wild Hunt is a supernatural cavalcade of spirits and fiends which may cause destruction or portend war and other catastrophe if not adequately appeased. The Wild Hunt is often led by a legendary figure such as Persta or the Devil. A little. I didn't learn about it until I lived here. Why? Are they bad? Is Ursula's sick, isn't she? Damn. Bad how? Well, my grandpa tells me things about Persta and spirits and charms. And the old woman, Ottilia, she talks about them too. It says all of these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So why do you think they're bad? Oh, my dad says that I shouldn't listen to any of it. He says it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He says he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want to get in trouble, but Grandpa says it. If I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. So are they bad? They're not bad. You should learn what you can while you can. They're not bad, but those stories could get you in trouble, so maybe you shouldn't learn about the old ways. No, that's not what I meant. I meant learn about the old ways, but be careful. Really? Well, they're just stories, of course, but... I don't like that call for Ursula. I'm sorry, I forgot I said anything. Till later. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you. Good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Well, you know, pulled every which way. Mum's been a cow about when I give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. You shouldn't rush something as important as children. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyways, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it until later, Veronica. See you, Andreas. Hello, Peter. How is this motherfucker still alive? Oh, it's you. The artist from a few years ago. Yes, Andreas Mahler. I'm surprised you remember me. Everyone seems to think my mind is going, but it's still sharp as a nail. Andres makes nails, you know. Good man. Yes, Andres, the blacksmith. Right. I'm staying with my family again. I'm staying at the Golden Hand. Ah, those misers charge us just as much as the pilgrims for a drink, but won't support my son in his cause. That new abbot must have gotten to them, bastard. Why do you hate the abbot so much? Everything went to shit after Father Matthias died. That man, God rest his soul, never increased taxes. He might have asked for a little in harder winters, but we were happy to help in the abbey then. For a tide in harder winters, but we were happy to help the abbey then. We could take from the forest as we needed. Brother Florian used to help us in our illnesses. Yes, I know Brother Florian. Let us follow in the ways of our forefathers. A true Christian, that old abbot. And then, Father Gurnall promised he would keep everything between the abbey and us peasants the same. And we were foolish enough to believe. At first, he refused to allow Florian to come down anymore. Taxes got higher, he stopped allowing us to pay in goods and livestock. Now he only takes coin, as though we can come by enough of that in years to pay our rents alone. Master doesn't even give a damn about us. Not how Father Matthias did. Yeah, but had patrons then, times aren't as hard. Times weren't hard, it's not Father Gurnall's fault. Father Gurnall's been an ass longer than I thought. You should talk to my son. You should help him stop that bastard abbot. I should go. Alright. Okay, time for dinner. But that is gonna be in the next episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. As always, I have been Pope. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of the things that make the algorithm happy. I will see you all next time.